Gemini, welcome to your reading for November 2025. We're going to jump straight in to have a look at what you can expect for the month of November. We're going to cover what comes up in maybe love, career, health, spiritual growth, and we're going to start with your oracle and then dive deep into the tarot. And November is going to be interesting because we have quite a few planets in retrograde, including Mercury. But don't worry about Mercury retrogrades. I don't think they're a problem. I don't think they're a bad thing. They're maybe not the time to take big action or go on trips, but nothing is set in stone. I don't like to be superstitious because we create our own realities. But if you just go with the energy and trust when things are working and flowing and trust when things aren't, then that's the way I deal with it anyway. And then you're just fine. So let's dive deep. Let's go and have a look at your November. And your first card is Tell a New Story. That one wanted to come out. And then Shed the Tears. And I just have to center my energy because I have this feeling with your reading of this nervous or it's not scattered, it's more lots of things on the go, lots of things on my mind. That's how it kind of feels. And so maybe this month is about getting really clear and centered for you. If you've been super, super busy and had lots of things going on, lots of ideas, lots of projects or things going on with family, then this month might be the time to get really grounded and settled because I feel the earth energy coming through to really balance out that air, which is great. But this is exciting because a lot of zodiac signs have got this card in November and I love it. It's such an amazing, amazing card because the telling a new story is the understanding that the stories that we tell ourselves about our situations become our reality. Like what I'm getting from this Gemini is that you're writing your book, your storybook of your life. And, that's to do with the Akashic records too, the storybook of who you were, what you did. Everything is recorded, which is amazing because your life is so important and it matters and it's meaningful. But you get to write the story. What are the stories that the card is saying that you have the power to decide what you believe. What stories you're telling yourself of what you can do, what you're capable of, what you can achieve. So isn't that beautiful? Like if you were to write down, if you were to become a writer and write this amazing story of your life, we always have our victories, the things that we go through, the hardships and the challenges to come out victorious, and the things that we overcome and romances, and it's exactly the same. So Spirit's saying how much power is in that concept, that you can write your own story and look at the stories that you're telling yourself. Are you telling yourself that you can't do something or that you're not good enough? Or is it that you're not good with finances or not good with the relationships? Because you can change that story. And so November is going to be this understanding of the stories so that you can rewrite them. And you have then shed the tear. So this often comes out together too, I found, and I think that's because sometimes when we're looking at our stories that we've been telling ourselves, it is upsetting, where we've not believed that we could do something, or we've held ourselves back. So if you need to have a cry, you've got full permission in your reading. But it's more, I think, also to do with letting go. And now this card has a number 9. So if you're connected to the number 9, that could be important for you. And obviously then we have the 9th of November. So maybe that's an important day in the month for you. And I feel with that card, it's a relief. It's a relief and a release for them, for the old. And then you have leap. You have leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. So taking a leap of faith, I think that's the times that we're in is about trying something new, just stepping outside of what's known. And if there's something that you really want to do, you've got the courage and you're excited about it, then might be a good time to step outside your comfort zone, take a leap of faith. Okay, so we're diving deeper now into your tarot to get more specific messages. And if you're new to my channel, my readings are very much about empowering you to create your reality. And your angels, guides, spirit, the universe is always giving you little breadcrumbs and direction to help you to understand which way to turn and what needs to be released. And so tarot is just another method of doing that. So my intention is that you get insights, understanding about yourself, your life, what energy you're working with, so that you can have the most amazing life with peace, abundance, love, security. And your first tarot card is the Temperance. Then you have the Moon and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So the Ace of Wands is a here you go, you're taking it. The Ace of Wands is a new idea that's dropping in. So in November, there might be a new passion, a new idea, a new inspiration that's coming. And I want to find out what it's about. And so let's start, actually. I'm going to jump straight in. So Temperance is about staying balanced, tempering your emotions. And actually what I'm getting from this card is that we often don't know what's good and what's bad. You know, we really judge our lives, and temperance for me is because these are spiritual understandings, the laws of how things work. And temperance is the message that we may not always understand what's good or bad. You know, some of the worst things that happen are the best things that happen, and vice versa. But if we stay relaxed and tempered in our emotions, so we don't go to the extremes of one way or another, we can stay more neutral, stay more balanced, and realize that everything is working for your good. And that's the message for this month and always actually, but no matter what happens in life, it's one of the things that I remind myself of all the time is that no matter what happens, everything is working for my good, even though I can't see it, even though on the surface of it, it looks negative. Or if I'm really stuck in a situation and it's not resolving, there's always a divine timing. There's just something that's not quite fallen into place. And that's what I can feel for you. So staying balanced, staying as neutral as possible in the month, especially with these retrogrades, because if things don't quite work or a door closes, it's really letting you know that it's meant to be that way. So really, really trusting the energy and the flow. You have the Moon, and the Moon is always about the subconscious. and what's underneath the surface. And I need to pull another card about the moon to find out what that's about, because it's always something that's hidden. And the block is to do with your ability to manifest in the subconscious. Your creativity, your ability to manifest. And what I'm getting from that, Gemini, is there could be a little bit of back and forth with your creativity and your, say it could be work, finances, something in the 3D, your ability to really feel that you can achieve what you want. And maybe you've reached some level of achieving what you want, but it's not not stable. It's not been as stable as you would like. So that could be not a stable income, fluctuations in or reaching a ceiling of income. And it can also be, for some of you, if you're creative, it's like sometimes you're in the flow and you've got all these creative ideas, and then other times there's nothing. And so, that's where this block actually is with the Ace of Wands. You're getting this understanding of why you're having trouble with these. To stay in that creative flow and to be in your masculine, your power. But then it shifts, because then you have the Knight of Wands at the end of the month. So you've understood what this is, and then you're running with it. You've got that passion. You've understood what's blocked your ability to take a leap of faith. And having faith in it, really trusting. And I'm getting from this is we can take leaps of faith and do something, follow a passion. But if we don't deep down trust that it will be really successful, then it'll only take you so far. And this is what this month's about. It's to help you to understand why you've maybe been unable to reach a certain level of success, abundance, career. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm so glad to see this card for you, Gemini. It's the Fool. So that's the shift. The shift that will be happening at the end of the month, because you've had this aha moment, this insight, so that you can move forward with passion and being strong in your King of Pentacles. And it's to do with telling a new story. So there'll be something in your unconscious that you'll see that's a story you've been telling yourself about why you can't have it, whatever that it is. And it's a collective reading, so that it will be different for all of you. Because I feel there's been a block. I can feel it. But then you have the Fool. And the Fool, because it's a 0, it's the infinite connection up and on the horizontal. So the 0 is that infinite potential. He's gone out on his journey, or he's about to set out on his journey, and he has infinite potentials. Anything can happen, because it's the reset. The reset, because I think you've got a new story that, yes, you can have it. It doesn't matter what upbringing you had, what situations have happened in the past, whether you think you're bad with money, whether you think you're bad with love. It's about this new story, because you can change it. There is nothing holding this energy back, which I think you'll be feeling by the end of the month, or maybe even late, maybe December, January. But I love this. So good. So much freedom. And I just feel like, you're able to finally break through this ceiling or this pattern that you've had. And for others of you, I think the story can definitely be about your self-worth, what you think you're worth. And the good thing about that is you get to decide, Gemini. You get to decide. There's people that don't have a lot of skills out there and they've got a lot of self-worth and they do amazing. So it's not just about what we know, a piece of paper. It's about your belief. And you have the Eight of Pentacles with the Page of Wands and the Two of Cups. So for some of you, this can be a relationship. For others of you, it'll be what you're trying to master. And this, I love the Eight of Pentacles because it is the mastery card. So I think you'll be mastering yourself, you'll be mastering this situation, and you'll be coming out on the other side of it amazed that you've been able to break through. Because it's always a good reminder. I'm sure that you know this because you're here, but I'm saying it too to remind myself because we have to keep reminding ourselves all the time of these concepts. But it's what you believe. It's not the things that you do. It's not the action that you take. It's all about telling the stories. What you truly believe is there and available. And if this is a relationship, the Two of Cups is a very harmonious relationship with good communication. I'm just looking at the cards to see, could be a fire sign or got a lot of fire or water in there. But with the King of Pentacles, actually, it could be an earth sign. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But either way, it's definitely an amazing, amazing month. Now, are there any too many cards. Are there any challenges or blocks for Gemini? Okay, wanted to come out. So the Five of Cups, but I actually think you'll get over this. The Five of Cups is when we're just focused on the things that aren't working in our life and not on we can see he's looking down at these 3 cups that are spilt and he's not looking back at the cups that are still there, and we can get really focused on what's not working, and then that just is not good. Not good for our frequency or manifesting. But I don't think that's going to be a problem for you this month. I feel like you're much more empowered and focused on what you want to create, what you want to give birth to, what you want to break a ceiling on. And let's see what's in the area of hopes, wishes and dreams. What's in the area of hopes, wishes and dreams? Okay, expansion. 3 of Wands, so you're definitely ready and wanting to expand your life. Yeah, definitely expanding your life. And maybe you're just not sure exactly how at the moment because you have the Two of Swords so this is like, I really want to go out into the world and to expand and to experience new things, but maybe I'm just not quite sure which direction to go. But I think you'll be getting clarity on that. I think you'll know. And the other thing is too, is we don't always have to know exactly how things are going to happen. It's just about changing the story, and then the mirror of the universe will reflect. It'll bring you the opportunities, the people, You don't have to have all of that stuff worked out. We just decide what we want, tell the new story, and we let it go. And let the universe surprise you. And because we've got Uranus moving back into Taurus, that can be the time of surprises. Something that you weren't expecting. And I have a sense of that actually. Now, let's ask the angels if there's any more guidance or anything they want to add. So let's see your guides, the angels, and you have divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. And so don't worry at all about where things are at. Don't worry about what your bank account is, whether you're single and there's no dates and you've had bad experience. Don't worry about where things are at because you're telling a new story. It's going to change. There's a divine order in this. It's for your growth. It's for your evolution. And everything is working out for your good, Gemini. How awesome. So happy for you. I think this is going to be amazing. Not amazing as in like super exciting. I mean amazing as in very transformative. So I'm going to call this reading Taking a Leap, because that's what you'll be doing. Taking a leap. So a leap in your consciousness, a leap in breaking through a ceiling, but it's great. So that is your reading for the month of November. And on the new moon of every month, I do a healing and an energy ritual. And if you would like to be included, where I ask the universe, the divine, to release what needs to be released and attract what you need in your life, then you, if you pop a heart in the comment section with the area of life that you want a healing on. So that could be love, health, money, to get a new job. And I will ask the universe and the divine to help that to manifest. So on that, thank you for likes, subscribes and comments. I am growing my channel and they all help so much. And I'm very grateful. So if the readings helped, thank you for likes, comments and subscribes. And I will see you next time.